Bruce Wayne begins the story at a breaking point, struggling with the weight of being both Gotham's savior and its curse. The city still bears scars from the flood and the chaos caused by the Riddler and Joker, leaving citizens fearful, angry, and restless. Bruce spends sleepless nights patrolling rooftops, unsure if his presence brings hope or invites more madness. His body aches from years of fighting, and his mind is haunted by guilt, voices of his past reminding him of failures. Every night he puts on the cowl feels heavier, as though it is no longer armor, but a chain. He looks at Gotham with tired eyes, realizing he may never truly win this war. In the power vacuum left behind, new threats begin carving out their own empires. The criminal underworld starts whispering about a man who was once Gotham's White Knight, Harvey Dent, presumed gone. Harvey resurfaces scarred and broken, but more dangerous than ever as Two-Face. He believes Gotham no longer deserves fairness, but must be ruled by chance, his coin dictating life or death. His philosophy attracts gangs and mercenaries, men who live and die by risk, giving him an army unlike any Batman has faced. In the shadows, Harvey spreads fear by targeting corrupt politicians and businessmen. Gotham trembles as a twisted savior rises to power. Bruce's personal life begins to crumble as his dual identity consumes him. Alfred notices his health deteriorating, his eyes sunken, his will fading, and pleads with him to step back. But Bruce cannot stop, not when the city drowns in blood and desperation. Selina Kyle, who left Gotham behind, returns unexpectedly, pulled back by the chaos she cannot ignore. Her reunion with Bruce is tender yet strained, as she sees the man she loves vanishing into the mask. She tempts him to leave with her, to abandon Gotham and live freely. But Bruce hesitates, chained by duty. Their fragile love becomes another battlefield within his heart. Meanwhile, Harvey's grip over Gotham strengthens. He takes over gambling dens, docks, and gun-running operations, binding them under his strict coin of justice. His brutal code brings swift executions, but strangely, the people begin to respect him. In a city tired of corruption, his ruthless version of fairness feels like salvation. Some even start to see him as a hero, drawing uncomfortable parallels to Batman's own myth. Gotham debates who the real savior is, the vigilante in the shadows or the scarred man of chance. Bruce watches as his symbol of justice erodes, replaced by Harvey's dark coin. The city feels like it's slipping away from him. Commissioner Gordon faces his own battles, caught between loyalty to Batman and duty to his crumbling police force. Morale is at an all-time low as officers abandon their posts or secretly work for Harvey. Gordon's family becomes a target when men loyal to Two-Face threaten his daughter, forcing him to question whether his alliance with Batman has endangered those he loves most. His trust in Bruce weakens, and their late-night rooftop meetings become tense arguments rather than camaraderie. Gordon accuses Batman of inspiring criminals instead of stopping them, leaving Bruce shaken. The bomb that once anchored them both now teeters on the edge of collapse. Bruce's nights grow darker as nightmares plague him, visions of Harvey standing over his parents' murder. The coin flips endlessly in his dreams, deciding their fate again and again, symbolizing Bruce's fear that all he does is repeat tragedy. He confides in Alfred, who listens with fatherly concern but pushes Bruce to see beyond the mask. Alfred warns him that Gotham needs Bruce Wayne's heart as much as Batman's fists. If he continues to lose himself, there may be nothing left to save. This conversation sparks something inside Bruce, a seed of doubt, but also a glimmer of hope. Perhaps the man and the mask can work together. Selina, trying to help Gotham's poor and vulnerable, gets entangled with Harvey's organization. She sees how his reign offers protection to those abandoned by the system, and she finds herself torn between resisting and playing along. Harvey recognizes her skills and tries to pull her deeper into his cause, tempting her with visions of a world free from Gotham's corruption. She resists, but feels the weight of his words, questioning whether Batman's war is truly working. Her internal conflict reflects Gotham's own dilemma: stability under cruelty, or endless chaos under false justice. Bruce watches helplessly as Selina slips into Harvey's dangerous orbit. When Batman confronts Harvey's forces directly, he is overwhelmed by their unpredictability. The gangs embrace death through the coin, making them fearless and reckless. Every fight leaves Bruce more battered and uncertain, realizing brute force won't win this war. His investigations reveal that Harvey's influence has seeped deep into the courts, the police, and Gotham's business world. Every move Batman makes is anticipated, every ally compromised. It dawns on him that Harvey is not just another criminal. He's a reflection of Gotham's broken system. To defeat him, Bruce must think beyond violence and face Harvey's philosophy head-on. The tipping point comes when Gordon's daughter nearly dies in a gang shootout orchestrated by Harvey's men. Gordon is shattered, his anger boiling over. Toward Bruce, he demands Batman end Harvey now, no matter the cost, and even considers abandoning their alliance. The confrontation leaves Bruce riddled with guilt, questioning whether his presence has cursed everyone he loves. His obsession with Harvey intensifies, crossing the line from justice into desperation. Gotham feels more fragile than ever, and Bruce begins to wonder if Harvey might be right, that Gotham can never be saved, only judged. Through tireless detective work, Batman uncovers Harvey's master plan, an assault on Gotham's financial district, targeting banks and stock markets to collapse the city's economy. Harvey envisions rebuilding Gotham on his own terms, where fairness is ruled by the coin. The audacity of the plan shakes Bruce, who realizes Harvey doesn't just want power, he wants rebirth through destruction. The stakes are no longer about gangs or crime, but the very survival of Gotham itself. Bruce steels himself for the fight ahead, knowing it may demand everything he has left. Harvey escalates matters by kidnapping Selina, forcing Bruce into an impossible dilemma. He broadcasts his demands across Gotham. Batman must reveal his identity to the public or Selina dies. The ultimatum terrifies Bruce, not just because of Selina, but because exposing himself could end his war forever. For the first time, he feels cornered, vulnerable, and unsure of what to do. His fear of losing those closest to him resurfaces, a cruel echo of his parents' deaths. The weight of the decision crushes him, pushing him to his emotional limit. In the final confrontation, Bruce outsmarts Harvey by turning his obsession with chance against him. He manipulates the coin, forcing Harvey to face his own twisted logic. In the chaos, Harvey is gravely injured but not killed, leaving Bruce the choice of ending him permanently. Bruce resists, refusing to cross the line, proving to himself that Batman is not vengeance without mercy. He ensures Harvey is captured and handed to the authorities, a symbol of restraint in a city that thrives on brutality. This moment solidifies Bruce's identity not as an executioner, but as a guardian. The city watches as Harvey Dent, once its White Knight, is exposed as Two-Face. The revelation shakes Gotham, showing just how fragile its heroes and leaders truly are. Yet, through the chaos, Batman is seen as the man who chose compassion over cruelty. Citizens begin to believe in him again, not as a myth of fear, but as a symbol of resilience. For the first time in a long while, Gotham feels a sliver of hope. Selina survives the ordeal, but is changed by it. She shares a tender moment with Bruce, admitting her love, but also her inability to stay in Gotham's endless storm. She believes the city will always devour itself, and she refuses to be chained to its cycle anymore. Her goodbye feels final, filled with heartbreak, but also acceptance. Bruce is left alone on the rooftop, watching her disappear into the night. Knowing she's gone for good, Gordon and Batman reconcile, their friendship scarred, but stronger than before. Gordon admits his doubts, but reaffirms that Gotham needs Batman, even if it will never fully trust him. The two men accept that their fight may never end, but it is a fight worth continuing. Their shared moment of respect rekindles the bond that crime and chaos had nearly broken. Gotham still as defenders, flawed but unyielding. Bruce begins to step forward as Wayne once more, investing his wealth into rebuilding Gotham's infrastructure. He understands now that the Wayne legacy isn't just about donning the mask, but also about healing the city in ways Batman never could. His dual identity finally starts to balance, as both Bruce Wayne and Batman become Gotham's guardians. This growth marks his evolution from a symbol of vengeance into one of resilience and responsibility. But shadows linger. Rumors of a man named Bane begin to circulate, whispers of a monstrous force planning to challenge Gotham's fragile order. The tease of this looming threat leaves audiences unsettled, reminding Bruce and the city that peace is temporary. The war for Gotham's soul has only paused, not ended. The story closes with Bruce on a rooftop at sunrise, the city bathed in golden light. His scars ache, his heart heavy, but his resolve stronger than ever. Gotham still bleeds, but it breathes, and as long as it does, he will fight.